Hello everyone, welcome back to the Shopstead. It is Memorial Day. As you can see, they took away my green views. They're spraying glyphosate. Today's video is going to be an update video showing you guys what all has been happening, some current plans for the shop, and some acquisitions. Now in the shop, since the first key machine video, nothing has really changed in there. Just still working. However, one big thing for the Shopstead as a whole is a couple weeks back I got this 53-foot reefer trailer. A buddy of mine brought it down. He asked me if I needed another reefer trailer, and I said I don't need one necessarily, but I could use one. If you have a junk one, you just want to, you don't want it on the property, it takes up room. And he said, cool, we're going to be bringing it by in the next couple of days. And that was a couple weeks ago. I then asked him, he owns a trucking company and has a good number of trucks and quite a bit of equipment and such. So I asked him if he had a fifth wheel plate, just a scrap fifth wheel plate that'll hold a trailer that I could use to move these trailers around. I would like to rearrange my trailers a little bit, move them around a bit. And he said, well, I got a dolly I was going to scrap. So we threw it in the back of the trailer and brought it out. Now, I've got to put new tires on it. This one here, this will work, but this one here won't work, which is fine by me. I'm not complaining at all. Luckily, I know a guy with some tires. I'm also picking up more and more of these IBC totes. I just made a deal to get 11 of them. So that'll bring my total up to 12 IBC totes. The current usage for these, there's going to be two things. Two of these totes are going to be used for gray water. So runoff from my sink and shower. The gray water will be used for irrigation if I ever have a garden. Otherwise, it'll just get spread onto the ground. And luckily, for those of you that are worried about gray water being used as irrigation, all the soaps I use are the natural hippy dippy soaps. I find that they work just as well. I feel a lot better using them. Not mentally, but physically. I noticed a physical change when I switched to my body soaps, so it's safe to put on the ground. This trailer here is going to become a material storage, metal cutting, and welding trailer. Now, I'm going to take quite a bit of safety precautions because welding is quite the exothermic activity, and this trailer would not be kind to a careless welder. So I have a steel sheet I'm going to put up, and that will be where my welding is done. It will protect the wall, and over time I will sheet the walls of this trailer to help protect against fires. Let me get out of the echo. Now, I've been kind of racking my brain about how I want to divide this trailer up, because I want to have material storage and I want to do welding. Now, normally all my other trailers, they're divided up lengthwise, kind of blocks. And the farthest blocks, like the furthest into the trailer, that's where I'm not going to be bringing in anything heavy. But for welding and for material storage and cutting, I'm going to have fairly heavy projects and items and things. So what I think I'm going to do is, instead of splitting it up lengthwise, I'll split it up widthwise and basically have material storage. Well, material storage will be on this side of the trailer, and then welding will be on this side of the trailer, and I'll have parts and anything small that I could put on a little cart or carry by hand. That'll all get stored at the front of the trailer. the bandsaw is going to go into here. Adam over at Small Town Machine Shop gave me a bunch of square tubing, and I'm going to use that to build some steel racks in here. And I'm going to try to keep a cleared out area in the front corner for pallets, like really big parts, if I want to work on them inside. A lot of what I have out on the concrete here is going to go into that trailer. Now, I don't believe I'll be doing any heavy oxyacetylene cutting in there. I don't think that's a good activity, but pure welding, grinding, I think that'll be fine. So the OxyTorch will stay outside. Now this area is a mess, and I'm going to be working on cleaning it up today. I bought this $40 cook stove with all the piping, but it's too heavy for me to get into the trailer by myself. So I have it out here, and my grandparents just gave me a pressure canner, so I did a little bit of canning this morning on Memorial Day. Adam also brought out, I'm very grateful for this, Van Norman milling machine. This is the first milling machine I ever did keyed shaft on. This is going to be the base of the keyed shaft machine. What I'm building in there is going to set on top of this. The spindle will get turned horizontal, and this thing will key a lot of shaft. It's going to end up doing a lot of work. I am going to have to replace the motor. It's a 3 horsepower at the moment. I think I'm just going to go to a 5 horsepower. I might go to a 7.5 horsepower, but I don't know yet. I haven't decided. The vehicle just went by. Like I was saying before the truck went by, I might go to a 7.5 horsepower. I haven't decided yet. My only worry with going to a bigger motor is, of course, torque. Lots of torque going through the spindle gears and all that, spiral bevel gears. Luckily, I will be spinning it at higher RPMs, so in theory it should be fine. If it can withstand the torque of, you know, under 100 RPM, when I'm spinning it at about 1000 RPM, the torque is going to be a lot less. But I don't know if I'm articulating that very well. But this is going to go under that little shed there. I'm going to raise it up and put blocks underneath it, and my roll-in roll-out table is going to go there. Everything around it's going to get cleaned up, hopefully today, once I'm done with this video. That steel sheet is going to go into the trailer onto the walls to help protect the walls. And then, let's see, all of this is going to get cleaned up. I don't know what I'm going to do with this bucket yet. It's I've been using it as a fire pit for a long time, but I don't know if I'll keep doing that or not. This big gang drill table, this is going to go into the trailer. All of these parts and things, these are all going to go into the trailer. This is going to go into there. This is all hydraulics. I do need to thin this out, so it's not going to be quite as much, but all of this steel, this is the old bucket off of the loader. I don't know what I'll do with that. I put it on the ground and realized that's a really handy shape to put that on a cart and use it for chips, for metal chips. So I'll probably turn that into a little dump cart to be able to move chips through the shop. Of course, this big welder, the feeders, this table, all of this is going to go into the trailer. But the rest of this is either going to go into the trailer or it's going to go away. I've already given that tank away. All of this needs to get mowed, and the other trailer is going to go here. And this trailer here, the main shop trailer, as far as this trailer goes, all these bricks are going to get moved. I'm going to straighten the trailer out. Right now it's cocked. When you compare it to my property line, it's pointing this way a bit, and I want to have everything straight to the property line. All these bricks are going to go. This is a fridge or a freezer that I was planning on using for just dry storage. The freezer part doesn't work, so it's going to go into the blue trailer. And then this area out here is just going to be dirt and gravel, and it will be my new forging area. Of course, the other trailer is going to go there. All of the welding table in here, these legs, the welder that I have back there, those are all going to go into the other trailer to go in for welding. So quite a bit of movement, but in the long run it's going to be extremely nice. It's going to be very, very convenient. So I'm very excited for it. It will be a lot of work, but it is worth it to clean all of this up and finally get some proper organization. All of my tools will be safely stored, which is going to be really nice. You know, being able to have more indoor space for work and for storage. With this trailer, I have 50 times 8. No, that's 400. So I'll have 1,200 square foot of indoor space total. And that's going to be really nice. And speaking of things that are nice to have, I moved my mower down here so I can work on adapting it to the tractor. Now, originally I wanted to build a three-point system for the back of that tractor, but I've realized that tractor's not built for one, and putting one on is going to be quite a bit of work. So my new strategy is going to be to find a tractor that has a 3-point on it already. Now, to get through this season, because I've already got a lot of mowing to do and I have a lot of work to do, I'm just going to build a very simple 2-point on the back of this tractor. It will use just 2 holes here on the swinging drawbar. I took the drawbar off when I put the loader on, and it'll just use those 2 points to keep the mower from being able to move. It'll be able to pivot, but it won't have any adjustment really, which for what I'm doing for my flat land, that's not a problem at all. And then I'll be able to get through this season with a fairly minimal amount of work done to the mower to get it going, and I can look for a tractor that has a 3-point for the next one and for any other 3-point activities that I might have. Speaking of this tractor, you'll notice it has a loader on it and forks. Now, I had that other bucket on it for a while up until this morning, and I pulled this loader out to see about getting it attached and what I would have to do, and realized for what I have to do, what things I have to move around, I don't have to do anything hardly to make this loader work. Spacing for the 2 arms worked out just fine, and there's a top link pin here. This is a 3-point and front end loader set of pallet forks. I just took the top link up to my hydraulic cylinder. When it's all the way on the ground, it does point a bit down, but I don't need all that much articulation for just moving around heavy things. And I'm deciding whether or not I want to put these 2 tires on here. This tire here is pudging a bit. It's pretty low on air. I'm going to put some air in it, and if it holds air, I'll keep it, but if not, I've got these 2 that'll fit. And I had to afro engineer a lot of this loader to work. I really needed this thing to just function. I didn't need it to be perfect, didn't need it to be the best. I don't need it to lift all that much weight right now. I just want to clean everything up and get the tractor mobile again so that I could mow. So at the moment I'm using the factory hydraulics, which means that the PTO has to be spinning to be able to, or the clutch has to be in order to move the loader around, which isn't a huge issue at the moment. But eventually I will replace all of these blue hoses and all of these fittings with proper ones. I had to tap some fittings to make everything work. It's a low pressure system, so I can't lift very much weight at the moment, but these cylinders with a 3000 psi pump, I should be able to lift a full IBC tote of water. So we'll see how that goes. I have pins I need to remake and redo, but for now, for what I have to do, this is going to work just fine. And if I get a bunch of keyed shaft again, I'll be able to lift keyed shaft without breaking my back moving 24-foot bars of 2-inch diameter keyed shaft. So far the tractor is handling the loader beautifully. So I did have to rob the battery off of it because the alternator doesn't charge, but that's all right. Well, with all that being said, I hope you all have a fantastic Memorial Day. I'm going to spend the rest of the day cleaning this dump up, and hopefully in the next video it'll look better, and hopefully things will stay looking fairly nice. So with all that being said, please like and subscribe if you would like to see more, and have a fantastic day.